1870s.
That's because they work for hire.
Sorry?
That's because it work for hire.
Characters.
If you create a new character for Marvel or DC, you don't own it.
Yeah,
So that's
that's
why
another
they're
problem.
the characters that Marvel and DC already own.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's an interesting thing.
No, but I mean the publishing, the intent is to make sure that characters that embody the issues of the 1930s and 40s are still consumed today, even though they don't represent the 21st century.
They're updating their stuff for the 21st century,
Well,
but they
but
can't
it's
create
still
something
updated.
new because
Because
none of the creators will get to own their creation, so therefore they don't create anything new. They rehash and they update old stuff and they update it. Because, and
Yeah,
this is
so
all,
what we need
which
is
is
more.
great.
this is all
independent
lawyers
Yeah.
and all this stuff. It's not.
I mean, I think you're backing me up in the sense that
Yeah, no, I definitely. You both are saying the same thing. We need a new superhero base to get the
and control over the stories.
and control over it. And if all the comic books are owned by the big corporation, then we have to find some alternate so that they don't steal it.
Exactly. So that we have control over the stories we tell as well.
Self-publishing, independent comics, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Dark Horse still, I think, is creator-owned, isn't it? Is Dark Horse still creators? Yeah.
Mostly.
They own their characters.
Not all of them, but mostly.
Yeah.
Image is creator-owned,
Image.
and they're pretty big.
Yeah.
Now, before we go too much further, we've already lost one person, but we got two more. What are you here for?
So we want to do a Spider-Verse Groot costume this year, and we're kind of starting from scratch and fairly new to. We haven't had any superhero costumes.
Okay. I have this. This is my genre. So I love to open it up to the audience like almost immediately because especially when it's a small group. I have this little girl that I've known since she was born. She was for her first Halloween. She was a baby bunny. Easy, right? For her second Halloween, she had turned 4 by then. Well, no, I guess her second Halloween, she was a little princess, and that was easy too. But for her when she turned 4, I got this frantic phone call that she had a new boyfriend who was older. He was 5. Well, not quite 5, but he would be in a month.
Older man.
And she wanted to know if I could make her Batgirl. Ooh, because her boyfriend was going to be Batman.
Oh, nice.
Well, of course I could. Well, this year, she was a mashup of Spider-Gwen, which I'd never heard of, but now I know more than it, and Princess Aurora. So one of the things I know is
Descendants.
is how to real Princess Aurora from Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, Sleeping Beauty.
Yes. No, she's very traditional. Like when we did the Batgirl, we did the 1980s Batgirl. I have a picture. I'll show you because it's just not helpful. But basically, yes. So I know a little bit about starting from I don't know what I'm doing. I need to figure this all out. How do I make it work? And how do I breathe in it? And oh my God, how do I go to the bathroom?
It seems with Spider-Verse, everything is a spandex suit. I'm not a big fan of wearing spandex suits for bathroom reasons, for modesty reasons, for all kinds of reasons. So, but I'm planning to be Peter Porker, but I want to do it without wearing a spandex suit if I can avoid it. I'm also concerned about masks.
But airbrushing. Okay, so you need 2 more people on your team.
Cotton unitards.
Yeah, no, the easiest way to do it is to get 2 more people on your team, and they're fairly minor, and one of them can be one of you guys. If you've got a good airbrusher, there's your mask answer.
I was leaning toward like a face paint solution rather than a
And face paint, a lot of face paints brush off, but when the last time I did Shrek, it was a dream because we had airbrushers. So when they had
Isn't that kind of an expensive thing though to get like a kit for that and all that? It's like a spray thing, right?
Yeah, you can do it fairly cheaply actually now. It's getting better and better. But that would be my solution. Now, other than that, you can use grease paint, you can use face paint. There's a lot of ways out there. The more maskish it is, the less visibility you have. So I like paint. And the more likely it is it's going to stay. So when you go like this, the mask doesn't,
Occlude your vision, yes.
do all kinds of horrible things.
Yeah, it's like
I did a Pink Panther costume one time, and we made the head out of cardboard. This was a long time ago for my little brother. And the whiskers are great, we use pipe cleaners, you know, but he had very bad visibility. When you're out trick-or-treating, he would pull it off, and then we got to the door, he'd bring it back down. So we made it so it flipped, you know, so you could see up to the door and then put it on.
I have a video on masking I can play either now or in a little while that kind of just reveals. So like Spider-Verse is going to be patterns, and I use a lot of adhesive nylon, which I have. And if you were to kind of draw the pattern and cut it out with this stuff, the black part is the sticky part.
Yeah,
So-
and I've done a lot of work with
Yeah.
that type of stuff too. But yeah, but cotton unitards are actually comfortable. Come in many sizes, many colors. Okay, so the other person on your team is you need a tender. You need a maid of honor, basically. Someone who can stand there and hold your glasses when you need for pictures, or hold your coffee cup, or your badger. Make sure that you're ready for the picture. And the other thing is to help you go to the bathroom.
I'm sorry, what was the adhesive vinyl for?
It's like a vinyl?
It is, so it's paper backed. And so say if I were to draw a pattern on the paper side and cut it out, so for example, the logo of Spider-Man, then I could stick that onto the unitard and have a stencil that I paint into so that, or spray into so that I can produce a pattern on the cotton unitard. So with cotton unitards, your jacquard fabric paint, you can paint with that, and it's acrylic base, so you can mix it with water. It's flexible. All this is done with jacquard, and this suit is 10 years old, and the color's still really good.
Did you dye the entire thing?
I didn't dye any of it. I painted all of it. Yeah,
Where
so
do you
it's
get
all
cotton
paint.
unitards?
Dance for Less,
Yes,
Dance for Less, or others, or Dance Warehouse. I have to purchase them. With the shipping, it comes to $50. It's a little steep. If you can make your own, that's even better.
So I know the party store had these one-piecers, but they also have a hood on it. So they would make these things that were just a pattern, and you put it, nobody would know who you were.
Right.
Because we completely covered. I saw those one year at Halloween, and it was very disturbing.
Oh yeah, the
Especially in the
Zentai
top.
suits. You see them all the time, like a green man running around, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Maybe a banana.
So superhero costumers a lot of times no.
I've seen
If
them
it's
over-
synthetic, it's not paintable.
Yeah.
What they do is they
Because
design
the one I've
digitally.
done- yeah.
and
The
they have
one
it
I've been able
sent.
to work with was synthetic, but I wondered
Yeah.
if they come in, because then you could paint the mask on. But it's still, I mean, the problem with masks, you're still getting back to more heat too.
Mm.
As for buying the unitards, I don't remember. Wayne, New Jersey. I think it's Wayne. No, it's not Wayne. Yes, it is. Yes, okay. Wayne, New Jersey is where Capizio.com is located. If you go there, you can pick up unitards for $5 each.
Mm-hmm.
You take your chances what they've got, but they almost always have white and pale colors that you're going to paint over it anyway. So that's an option, and no shipping. Wayne, New Jersey is a drive, but it's an option. That option is there. Also, I'm